Hey guys, welcome to the newly named FetchQuest. Um, I preferred Fury the Rat, but I guess we're going by FetchQuest now. And so we're doing a new thing where I, as the sexy goblin or DM, no longer reintroduce what happened last session. We're going to be going by the players. So this week it's going to be Chris playing Berrith, the hero, and he's going to go ahead and catch us up on what happened.
Sure. So, when last we left off, our four heroes arrived in the small town of Gerryend. Bundled in forest, two figures walked in together, a tiefling and an elf, that being Demikos, the tiefling, who has done basically nothing, so I know nothing else about. And do I have notes for you? Elikai was the high elf Vizon, who I spelled bison for a while and then changed.
Yeah.
And as they walked in, they eventually saw another shorter human woman. I didn't get your name, did I? I didn't write it down. I don't remember what your name is. Sorry.
Kara?
Kara walked in. I'm writing that down now. Walked in also to the barkeep where they were talks of monsters attacking farms and things of that nature. And then I came in, the very powerful and heroic Berrith, who definitely fits in all of his armor and is
This
not a
checks out.
coward.
All of our fights.
And is
All
very
of our-
strong and handsome. Them all meeting up, they found out about this monster raid, and Berrith stuck to his guns and led the group to these farms, where they met up with a small farmer, a middle-aged human who has a daughter. Becker was his name, and he has a daughter named Kelly, who went missing at some point during the night, and showed us everything, and underneath her pillow she had a strange doll made of bone, and the mystery grew more and more with the footsteps that looked human-like, and the carcasses that were basically completely scavenged for everything. Into the woods we went, Berrith leading the way with his spear before we were attacked by chainsaw dinosaurs. And I definitely killed at least one before we went to a river floating on our disc of courage going towards a cave where we heard rumblings from the inside and I fell off and fell in the water because of someone's
The
spell
blood
ending.
water.
And then we are that is where we left off. Very truthfully told.
With courage. Oh man. All right, fantastic, love it.
Very welcome.
So, as you guys are looking up, two glowing orbs are glaring angrily down at you from the darkness, and I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. Go ahead and post it in the chat.
Which one?
Which
The
one?
Zoom chat.
Okay.
Oh, that's a very good question. Which one?
We have so many chats with just this group.
An unreasonable amount.
It's pretty normal for me.
Ooh.
Where do we post them?
The
Zoom
chat.
Hey, Damikos, real quick, what's your dex? And Bison, also, what's your dex?
Mine is let me just double check.
Mine's a plus
18.
So 14.
All right. All right. go ahead and spelling because I hate changing it. Okay. So, top of the order, Berrith, you have fallen from your sphere of courage, and are lying in the river. Water in your definitely fits you armor.
Okay, so I'm definitely seeing and hearing this thing. I'm going to very shakily get up from the water because I don't like being wet, and stand there and hold my action for anything to charge out at me.
All right. So, Kara, your turn.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to host the stream on my own Twitch. I think I got it.
Nice.
So it's just eyes?
All you see are two glowing eyes. They look to be about 10 feet, maybe 11, up off the ground.
I don't like that. Shit. I'm not in the river, right?
As of right now, you all are kind of standing in the river. So the mouth of the cave is like this, and you all approach the river and like approached it in single file.
Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna get out of this line and out of the river.
All right. Yeah, that's about 10 feet.
Yeah, I don't want to be bunched up just in case something happens.
All right.
I guess I'll try. Will Firebolt work if all I can see is his eyes?
You know about where he is. So if you're aiming for the eyes, yes.
All right, I'm going to try and Firebolt him.
Long distance eye poke.
Oh no, that's a 6.
That's a 6. You throw your firebolt, and as it whizzes past, you see a large gray head that has a nice, thick, long beard and what looks like a chain around its neck, and two big tusks that are sticking out from its lower jaw. And it looks pissed.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I don't want to waste anything else quite yet.
All right, Bison.
I had been approaching the cave, I think.
Yes, you were in the lead.
Yep. Seeing it, I'll emerge.
Oh, it hasn't emerged. All the firebolt came by and showed you the face, and now all you can see are his eyes again.
Oh, I'm just gonna be hi there. Hello. Do you understand me? Do you understand common?
So you're saying this in common?
Yes. While pointing at him and like waving. Just be like, I see you.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
16.
16. He little.
What did he just say?
He said little.
Oh my god.
And so it's a call and response style
I see.
talk. So is there any action or movement?
I'm going to very slowly advance like 10 feet. It's like, that's good. That's very good. My name is Bison Durrell. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sir, if I may have your name.
He looks around. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run through the round to see what everyone else
Yep.
does. At the top of the round, we may or may not continue combat, depending on how well this goes. So, Damakos, your buddy's walking up. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This odd person is walking up to the cave, talking to whatever
well.
you saw.
Damakos is going to move back a little bit. He's not quite sure what's going to happen, but defensively, he is going to spend a first level slot and cast Mage Armor on himself, just to kind of be ready.
Of course.
And then he's going to well, just wait and watch at the moment.
All right. It's now this thing's turn. It steps out of the cave, and you can see that it is a full-grown ogre. It's dragging behind it what looks like a tree trunk that's been very scarred and battered. And he kind of crouches down a little bit and looks at you, Bison. Little speak. Words?
Yes. I'm gonna try. How tall is he?
He stands at about 10 feet. He's about the size of a hill giant, if not a little bit shorter.
I'm going to try and speak in giant. Just be like, do you perhaps understand giant?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Apologies. My name is Besandro. What is yours?
I'm Augur. Or
Augur. That's a wonderful
Mr.
name.
Pebbles.
Oh. Would you prefer me to refer to you as Augur or Mr. Pebbles? I wouldn't want to be too uninformal.
Either is fine. I've no preference.
Ah, excellent. Excellent. I have some traveling companions. I'm going to just let them know that everything's fine.
Which one of them is food?
None at the moment. We seem to have come across I believe it's a tail, but it could be a tentacle. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, yes, that was Snack.
Ah, wonderful. And I'm going to turn around to the others and say in common, "It's all right. He's quite friendly."
I'm gonna peek over my shield with one eye. See the thing and then drop behind it again.
Just a big smile on my face. It's like, come on. It's perfectly safe.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a toothpick.
I'm just going to turn around and be like, I apologize for the earlier misunderstandings. We ran into a few local wildlife, and it was quite harrowing.
Oh, yes. The creatures around here are quite delicious, but they do put up a little bit of a fight.
These had strange, almost spinning blades along their faces.
Yes. Well, I was told that was around here. Actually, he kind of turns around.
Mhm.
Hold on. He stumbles back into the cave. You can hear him moving stuff, and he's
oh, this is
saying,
so exciting.
"Little girl, hello." And he seems to be searching in the cave.
I'm going to call out in giant. Do you perhaps need some assistance?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll let the others know. I'm going to just turn around and be there. He appears to be looking for something, so I'm gonna go in there and try and help him find it. And I start walking into
Why?
the
I'm
cave.
Walk up and put my hand on his shoulder.
I'm walking still. I'm by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I'm standing in the middle of the river, I think.
I'll go back into the river.
I just start sloshing my way towards the cave.
Okay.
Do you think that wise, Bison?
I'm not entirely sure, but he seems like a friendly man. He speaks giant.
Hold your horses. I don't know where you might have learned your survival skills, but if there's a thing that is big and can eat things your size, you don't follow it into its home. You don't. That's like walking straight into a bear's mouth.
I understand what you're saying. However, I would just like to counter that if we didn't walk into a bear's mouth, we would never know how many teeth it has.
Okay, counterpoint. You can know how many teeth a bear has if you kill it first.
Oh, but there's no fun in that.
Oh boy. I'm gonna look.
It'll be fine, trust me.
Gonna look back at the others and gonna gesture at him. Like,
I'm just gonna start like, I'll be in there to help in just a moment. What, pray tell, are you looking for?
A human child.
Oh, he's looking for a human child. I think that might be who we're looking for.
Yes, she's very small.
Ah, indeed. Did you happen to see her around here?
Yes.
Oh, that's excellent. We've been trying to find her. Apparently, she might or may not have been missing from her father's farm.
And he pokes his head out of the cave. A farm with delicious cows.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh,
There's something in this forest that keeps eating them. We were tasked with trying to find out whatever it was. You wouldn't have? Would you know? You seem more familiar with the local wildlife than I would.
it could be the whispers.
The Whisperers.
Yes. There are whispers in this cave, and they might have the little girl.
Ah. Would you excuse me? I need to convey this to my friends. I don't believe they speak the language.
He goes back to searching.
So, I believe we've made some progress. My friend here seems to know who or what it was that's been kidnapping the cows. And I believe they're called Whispers. It's a bit hard. Giants, I know the language, but not like the most extensively. However, they also say that they may have the little girl that we're looking for. So I think making haste would probably be the best idea.
Bison,
Yes.
you have to look at all the clues here. All the facts. There's a river of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Carcasses. By the way, are these cow carcasses?
These are the. God, I had the
Or is
picture.
it just the Chainsaurus?
It's like a mixture of Chainsaurus and the what are they? I just had them up. I was just showing them off. What is their name? They're the Velocilisk.
Velocilus.
Chainsaurus and Velocilisk.
Okay.
Yes, he mentioned having a snack earlier, but I believe I did hear that little girl speak, but only briefly. And there wasn't the usual, like, blood-curdling scream that one would associate with being eaten by something quite that large. So I have to only assume that she's alive, and I have no reason to doubt this large individual word. Besides, sounds like a lovely adventure. I've never even heard of this whispers. Just imagine it, a new species discovered.
DM, have I ever heard of the whispers?
Make a nature check
Nature check.
or insight.
The 15 for nature.
You've never heard of any creature called the Whispers.
Well, I haven't either, but
I know, right? It's so exciting. Imagine it, even if it's something we've already run into, it'll be something that we now know the name for it in Giant. It's stupendous. Anyway, time is of the essence. However, I do respect that I'm not the only one in this. Well, I dare not call it quite an expedition, but well, I'm just so excited. Aren't you guys? Isn't this just the most exciting? I just gotta look over to Domikos and be like, they are so enthralled. They are just completely so shocked.
Berrith,
Huh?
See, he's
You're from this
frozen with
area.
excitement.
What?
well, you're from this area. You're technically the one who
I'm
let us
like
accompany
half
you. What would you
peeking
like?
over my my shield.
Isn't this exciting?
What? Yeah, I know the area.
Have you ever heard of a thing called a whisper?
Have
I'm
heard of anything
curious.
called a whisper?
Throw an insight or nature check.
That's a natural one.
You absolutely haven't. You know what this is, but you've never heard of a creature called a Whisper. Maybe he's getting confused.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Might be something.
Are we going back now?
Oh no! we're
Problem
going
solved. It's back in the cave. Let's go.
but we haven't rescued the girl,
Oh,
Berrith.
Plus, imagine it's an entirely new, unknown creature hiding in the darkness of a cave with a giant inside of it and a potentially lost little girl. I can't think of anything better.
I can't see in there, and
Oh,
it's getting a little cold out.
I can't see either.
Question.
Maybe,
Yeah. I got dark vision. Can I see what's going on inside the cave right now at all?
So you walk up closer to the cave and you see the big hulking shape of the ogre. Like he's moving rocks aside and he's looking around. He's going, Smalls, as he's like shifting these big rock piles around.
It's actually really cute.
He's being like when he picks it up, he's being very careful when he puts it back down.
I think I have some torches I can give to you. That should help out.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can just go back.
Oh, nonsense. It's
maybe
absolutely fine.
she went home. She's not here. She's not in the cave, right?
Augur, does this cave have more than one entrance to it?
You're speaking to him in Giant, right?
Yeah.
He kind of steps out again and taps on the big like medallion that sits right on his sternum.
And I duck back down behind the shield.
I've never been past this bit. That's where the whispers are.
Ah. It
And
is
also little not tasty green things.
not tasty green things.
Yes, not like meat.
Ah.
He kind of looks over at Berrith.
Ah. Wonderful. I'll let them know. Thank you so much.
Right. And he kind of lingers for a little bit, eyes on Berrith, and then walks back into the cave.
What?
So apparently there are some not tasty green things that are also in the cave.
Like goblins?
I think so.
Or
I
like
have a feeling it's goblins, but I wouldn't want to assume before actually meeting them.
also what is that? What was that pendant he was wearing, Morgan?
You guys aren't getting a very good look because he's typically like tapping it or like playing with it with his hand. But it in the moments that you saw it, it looks like an octagon shape and silver maybe.
Well, I'm kind of well traveled, and I know a lot about history. Could I make a? Have I ever seen something similar to that?
Yeah, you can definitely make a history check, see if you've read something about it.
17.
17. So it looks similar to like a talisman that giants and giant folk tend to carry around. But it, you know that this could be a key. Like if you were to try and get into a giant society, having this talisman would definitely not get you murdered at the door. That's
I believe it's something of like a good luck charm or protectionary sign. It's something I've seen on a few giants before in giant society. It kind of acts as a marker that denotates that you are not to be killed on sight. At least for fellow giants.
I
Though
don't think any of us have
it's-
any of those, so we should probably leave
So
now.
the odd thing is, it's a little different. Maybe it's a regional variant. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to just go. My Sandoral is just going to pull out a parchment and get a little bit of ink and a quill and just start jotting down a few notes. Just like dry it before putting it into his pack again and then pulling out 2 torches with some flint and tinder. These torches will help me as well as you. Being only able to see in black and white is not an ideal observation. So, bringing a little bit of color and detail into it ought to be good. And I'm going to work on lighting the torches.
yeah, sure. It's for a man who's traveled on as many successful expeditions as yourself. Lighting the torches is simple.
Yep. Okay, who would like one?
I don't want to go inside. Let's just go back. I'd rather
Sorry.
not get eaten today.
I was trying to take notes.
Nonsense. We won't get eaten.
Berrith, what about the
I
little
mean,
girl?
we'll be killed before we're eaten.
Stop reminding me.
I mean, use your head, man. We're too big to fit in his mouth all at once.
I take a
That's
torch
not helping.
and I look at Berrith and I'm like, if you want to go back by yourself, you can go back by yourself.
No, I think I'm fine.
But-
Okay, let's go. God.
Strength in numbers. Excellent. And I lead the way with the torch.
So,
Okay.
you guys
As-
walk into the cave. Oh, sorry.
I know, as we enter the cave, to help out our non-dark vision friends here, I'm going to use a control flames cantrip to double the amount of light they put out.
Beautiful. So you guys walk in, and you see Augur is kind of sitting up against the wall. He shields his eye from the light.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're sight challenged.
It's fine. He points down to where it gets darker, and you can hear the steady dripping of water from stalactites.
Ah. So they're down there, most likely. Ah, excellent.
Hey.
Anything we should know about them?
They I can't understand him.
Ah,
But you might he looks around, then kind of rolls a rock over and grabs a small pack and tosses it to you, Faison. You can hear the clink of bottles on the inside.
Oh.
1 second. My kid is awake. I'm
Uh,
going to take a small 2-minute break as I check on my kid.
Oh, man.
And you're killed.
So, guys, what do you think is in the mystery bottles?
Something that's gonna get me killed.
Our blood.
Yes. Those we know we were already dead.
Cow blood, maybe. I don't know. I'm only in this cave to make Berrith feel bad for not wanting to come in.
Hey, I gave you twice the light.
It's,
You did.
yeah.
I don't,
Don't
but I
wanna
didn't
be
want to
in
come
here
in
still.
in the first place. The humans
Okay,
don't want to
you
be
can-
in this
fair.
cave.
You can see further now, but other
You
people
can see
see
here.
you
You
now
can
too.
see
Yeah,
what
great.
coming.
Great. Now we're a beacon.
I mean, I
Now
can
you
cut the light in
can-
half if you want. Twice.
I mean, I'm not charging anything anyway, so you could if you wanted to. I wouldn't know the difference. I'm just gonna stand there and whatever happens to the torch happens to the torch.
I just want to take this kid back to her dad. That's all.
Sorry about that. Okay. So, the bottles inside, well, they clink together as if there's bottles inside of the pack.
What are these?
You collected them.
Oh. Can I open the pack and try to look inside of see like what kind of contents these bottles have?
Yeah, so you look in and there's bottles.
Ah.
Like they look like little glass bottles that have been corked shut.
I'm going to pull one out.
Yeah, there's 4 bottles in there. And yeah, so you pull one out and it is labeled, and it says it's labeled with a little like orb.
Oh.
And in the light you can tell that it's yellow. Yeah, sorry, you guys are in fucking bright light. Yeah, it's a little yellow. It's like fizzy, and it has a little orb on it. The orb is like painted light blue.
I'm going to uncork the bottle.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm going to stick my pinky finger in there and then take a taste and try to use a knowledge arcana to identify what this liquid is.
All right, so you do that thing where you put your pinky in, kind of slide it to the side and stick it out.
Yeah.
And as you lift your pinky out, it's glowing a little bit.
Oh.
So go ahead and throw your Arcana check.
22.
It's essentially like a liquefied version of the light spell.
Oh, this is quite nice. Thank you for this gift, Augur. We're going to try and find her.
Good. That'll help. Be careful of the little green things. They don't taste good.
Thank you. We'll watch out. I believe we call them goblins, but I'll be more certain if I encounter them.
I didn't know there were meatless goblins.
Neither did I. Anyway, for you who can't see, this might help, I say as I throw back a bottle to the others. I distributed one for each of us.
So there's actually different bottles.
Oh. I just paused after handing out the third bottle and realizing this one doesn't look the same. It's like, hang on. One of those is a lights cantrip.
So there's
the others, I don't know.
So there is a blue triangular bottle, or there's a bottle that's triangular and has what looks like a blue sludge in it. It has no label. In fact, the only one in there that's labeled is the yellow one. Then there's a green one that looks almost shimmery in the light.
Huh.
And finally, there's a silver one. And it looks just completely flat. And in fact, when you turn it upside down, it stays the same.
Huh. Imagine that.
It's only when you shake it that it comes loose and starts to move with the bottle.
Well, green is my favorite color. Here you go. Just toss it back to Kara.
Okay. Can I I kind of want to know what the flat silver potion is. Could I Arcana check that?
Are you going? How? Yeah. Are you just looking at it, or are you tasting it? How you doing?
I don't want to taste it because I'm not that kind of person. I'm going to... Kara knows better.
So you're just gonna look at it and try?
I mean, I kind of want to swirl it around and see how it moves.
So swirling it like this isn't getting it to move. You have to vigorously shake it in order to get it to almost break apart and turn like it's back into liquid. But go ahead and make an Arcana check. Okay. Or an investigation. Arcana.
Oh, good. My Arcana is better. God damn it. Where is my Arcana? 11.
11? It could be glue, but it also could be something else because it's not really... Only reason why you'd think it's glue is because it gets solid after it stays still. But it also could be something completely different. You're not that sure.
Well, that's gross. I'll put it in my pack and then hand the bag off to... I don't know how to pronounce David's name.
Damikos.
Damikos. Yeah, I'll hand the bag off to Damikos. Also, I need new D20s because my dice still hate me.
All right, I'll take the back and I guess hold on to these things.
I'm so distracted. I'm not even. He doesn't know what's going on right now. He's holding the torch in one hand with the shield on his arm, and he's just covering, not looking at this creature.
Berrith, if you could hang on for just a moment, and I'm going to get the yellow flask, and I'm just going to walk over to Berrith. I'm just going to put a hand on his shield. And I'm just going to splash as much of that potion on the front of his shield as I can.
Make I need you, Bison, to make a small dex save to not get it splashed on your own hand, unless you don't care.
You know what? I'll try and dex save just to not get splashed on my hand.
Go ahead. Or, you could just dump it onto his shield. Like, that's also fine.
Yeah. I'm pretty much just dumping it on his shield when he holds it up to his face, I assume.
I mean, I'm not
Okay,
really
so you're
holding
not-
it up to my face. I'm holding it like this, covering
Yeah, I
the
just-
image of this ogre next to me.
Yeah, I assume that's what it is. So I'm just.
So you don't need to make the dex save in that case if you're just dumping it on the shield.
Yep.
Your shield has now like a splash mark of light coming off of it.
There.
What'd you do? I can't see from the other side.
Oh no, you can see light.
It's like a
coming off of
flashlight
it.
now, I assume.
Yeah, it's like a flashlight.
A lantern.
Yep.
Turning on the LED flashlight at night and going, whoa.
Okay.
There. Perfect. That's perfect.
Whatever you say.
Shall we be off? Adventure and weird skinless goblins await.
Did you say skinless goblins?
I am going down the dark.
My son, what the fuck? You don't
Adventure.
just say that and walk away. I'm like yelling this and following after him.
I completely forgot that no one else speaks giant.
No, they don't.
No, we don't know.
All right. So as you
we
guys are
follow.
heading down after your expeditious leader, you start to hear and just more whispering.
Oh. So he was being literal.
Do any of us recognize it?
Everyone make a history check.
I got a natural one.
5.
7.
25.
25.
Jesus.
You spent a long time reading
I do.
growing up. And you remember reading something of an old kingdom. It was like in a book of fairy tales. An old kingdom a long time ago that was rumored to have been where the Blight was. And this kind of sounds like almost how the old language was structured in the book. It seems very similar.
Okay. I'm just gonna stop, and I kind of want to see if maybe there's something I might understand, like if it was in the book, any of the books that I read when I was little about the fairy tales. Has the whispering stopped?
No, if you got so Kara has stopped. Is anyone else stopping or moving forward?
Run smack.
I just have an ear like I just have a hand like this while I'm holding the torch, trying to get a better, like.
Probably in the back with Berrith.
You know what? I hear that like when you like close off one senses, your others get better. So as I'm walking, I'm just gonna close my eyes as I try to listen closer to the whispers. Try and see if I can catch.
Make a perception check.
Can I get closer to the walls and see if there's anything on them?
Yes, go ahead, and you have a torch with you, right?
I do.
So you guys are looking around, and because the flames are bright, you notice that the walls are kind of covered in a splotchy, russet-looking. It looks like rust on these stone walls. I think one of you just figured out what's going on.
I would lie if they could share because I can't.
You got a 4?
Yeah. I gotta
Um,
figure this out. This is an intriguing puzzle.
it almost sounds musical in a sense,
Hmm.
but meaningless music. Could be the wind rushing through the cave. Might be another entrance up ahead. So you're going closer to the wall to examine it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check and describe what you're doing.
Uh, that's terrible. I think that's like a total of 10.
10?
But I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna try and like scrape a little bit of the rock off to see if it comes off, to see if it's what I think it is.
So you scrape and the rust comes off, but it seems to be clinging to your blade. And on a closer inspection, now it's on your blade, you can see that it's not rust, but it is in fact mold.
I drop the dagger immediately.
Okay. So you drop the dagger.
I'm just gonna turn around because I assume that made a loud clatter.
Clang, clang.
Yeah, it did. It went up against the stones, but it also was kind of muffled because there is still a river running across the floor.
Is there anything under the mold?
Stone face, but you can already see like the mold is kind of slowly regrowing over the spot that you cut.
Okay, that's terrifying. I'm not from this region. But can
I'm gonna.
I make a like nature check to
Yes,
see?
you can.
Okay.
Thamakos, what were you doing?
I was just gonna,
Oh no.
clean the dagger via prestidigitation.
So you cast Prestidigitation, and the rust remains.
I rolled
What'd
a
you get?
1 for a total of 5.
For a total of 5.
Yeah.
This is weird looking mold, man.
I'm gonna walk over and just be like, what is it?
Baston, don't you fucking touch it.
Touch what?
First and foremost, don't you fucking touch it.
Touch what?
Don't. Absolutely do not. I'm
Tilt my
taking
head to
the
the side
dagger
so
out
I-
of my inventory.
Are you okay?
I need you two to make a Constitution save.
Us two? Me and him?
Yep, you and
Oh.
Bison.
God damn it.
Constitution?
I hate this. I hate this even more.
6.
5.
Oh boy.
You two take 4 poison damage.
Oh. I'm
As
gonna
a
scoot away.
cloud of spores kind of drifts in y'all's direction from the wall. And you guys are poisoned.
Oh, fun.
What is this?
Take a good look around with my flashlight shield. See if there's any baddies in this cave or a girl that I want to get out of here.
You can make either an investigation or perception.
Sure. That's a 7.
You look around with your shield, kind of like spotlight mode. You don't really see much.
There's nothing nearby, so we should probably keep moving.
However, Berrith, you do hear a splash coming from further on down the cave.
I'm gonna point the shield right at it.
So, like, the darkness kind of like is pushed away by the light coming from your spotlight shield, and it looks like it goes down. But like not like a natural curve, it's down.
All right. As I said, doesn't look like there's anything in here, so we should keep moving.
Yep.
And
I'm
not
gonna
hang
move
around with
forward
the
while just,
weird,
like,
creepy
trying to-
walls.
Clear out whatever it was that hit me.
Oh yeah, no, the spores have faded away.
Okay. It's like that's a new experience for me. Just I'm walking forward towards that like drop
Don't
while I have
touch
the torch.
So you notice stairs leading down.
Huh. Stairs. I just say looking back to everyone.
And you can also see that the water kind of comes in from little side ducts on both the left and right, kind of spools in and leads down. And some of the water is going down the stairs as well.
I'm just gonna bend down a little bit to look at these ducks. Do they look like they're like man-made, or a little more like natural breaks in the wall?
Make either survival or investigation.
Okay.
Morgan, I've got a question.
Yes.
This isn't around where that kingdom would have been, right?
This is not.
Okay.
No, from what you recall, the kingdom was somewhere in the Blight.
Those
Like the
whispers are
blighted
still
wastes.
happening as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
14.
14 on what? Investigation or survival?
Investigation.
So from what you see and your little like poking around, because I assume you got right in there with your hand, not caring about anything. It looks like these are natural, just wearing down of stone from the water.
Interesting. The water's
However,
not man-made, at least.
the stairs are
Yep.
man-made.
Must have been quite a pain to carve them out with this river. Or maybe it came after. Oh well. And I'm gonna start making my way down the stairs.
All
Just
right, who's
humming a
following?
tiny tune while I do it.
I'll go second. I'm still listening to whatever the whispering is saying in its weird, ominous tone.
It's
All right.
odd for the wind to be down here this deep.
Who's third?
Not wind.
Not me.
Nonsense.
Damakos. Berrith. All right, as you guys are walking down the stairs, the whispering is getting a little bit louder.
It sounds like it's picking up.
And then, well, after what seems like an eternity, when actually it's been about a minute, Kara and Bison, you both take 3 poison damage.
Ow.
How y'all doing?
I'm at 4 hit points. Just like,
I'm at 10.
just so y'all know.
Holy shit.
I can't heal you.
I took a lot of fucking damage when we fought chain forces, you guys.
I thought
I
we
mean-
long rested.
He
We
did-
short rested.
Yeah, I thought we short rested.
Yeah, I had a total of 11 hit points after that.
you have potions. Like,
I have a weird silvery potion that I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm feeling a little winded.
Do
Sorry.
they look like they're poisoned?
no, they're
typically-
coughing quite a bit. And like, make an investigation check.
19.
You can kind of see what looks like a little bit of rust on the corner of their mouths.
You guys don't look so good.
Nonsense.
You got a little something.
Oh, must have been something I ate.
All right, so we're gonna keep heading down.
I'm gonna take my water skin, like try and gargle with it, and then spit it off in the direction of the waterfall. I don't know.
Spit it back up the stairs.
Like out, not like on the stairs, but like towards the. Wait, did the water just fucking stop back there?
No, it's like dripping down the stairs, but
Oh.
yeah, the stairs are wide. Like you guys can walk easily 5 people down.
I will just spit it on a different piece of the stairs then.
All right, you gargle and spit,
Ugh.
and you take.
God.
All right, so you guys head down the stairs, and you notice that rust isn't covering the walls anymore. In fact, there's no more stalactites coming from the ceiling. Everything looks oddly smooth. And the water has stopped trickling down. Berrith, since you have the best passive perception, you notice that there are footprints in the dust. Like a child's footprints.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I was looking for. But kids' footprints. We should follow those.
Good idea.
As quickly as possible, please.
So, you guys keep heading further, and that's when your fucking massive amount of light that you guys just have on from the doubled torches, one guy's fucking spotlight shield, just covering this hallway. You see a little girl with pigtails staring at this big stone door. And the whispering is, it got really intense leading up, but as you approach the door, it quiets down.
I'm having a Bison moment because I'm really interested in that fucking door.
How loud is the whispering? Is it like deafening?
It was, but now that you guys are like 10 feet away from the door, it's really quiet. And you don't see any markings on the door at all. In fact, the only reason why you know it's a door is because she keeps pressing on it and there's a carved outline of it in the wall.
I'm going to approach the little girl. Just gonna be like, so she's just trying to push open the door, right?
Yeah. She does not seem to have noticed you guys.
Can I look around to see like her face?
Yeah, she looks like a mix of Becker and someone else. I've never met Becker's wife.
Yeah.
But you can tell this is his daughter.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. We need to get in.
Hang on. Just I'm gonna put a hand on the door outline. Just had one hand on my mouth. Just coughing.
So are you So are you are you wearing a glove or just touching the stone with your bare hand?
I'm wearing a black leather gloves.
All right.
We we came here to find you from your father, Becker.
Oh, well, I was just playing with Mr. Pebbles.
Oh, yeah, him. He's very nice.
Oh yeah.
Quite the conversationalist.
Well, he can only say like 3 or 4 words.
Yes, it's what
Are
he
you
knows.
okay?
Common. I don't. I think I might have eaten something quite foul.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay. We should probably depart. This is a dangerous place.
well, we have to help them.
Who?
Well, the people that are behind this door. There was whispering.
Oh, the wind.
That's not what wind sounds like.
I have been
Definitely
all
not
over the
with
world. I can assure you, I know what wind sounds like.
I'm gonna I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna just like kneel down and I'm gonna be
Berrith,
like,
you're known in the town. Get up there. Talk to her.
Uh,
She probably knows you. Go.
I'm literally like
Oh,
squatting to the child trying to introduce myself.
She still has one hand on the door.
Do you understand what they're saying?
Something about a night.
I look at Berrith.
Berrith, you came to save me?
You have a real
yeah,
hero.
that's me. I'm
Yes.
here.
Becker.
We should
Becker,
go back
just-
now.
Your
Well, no.
father got the hero. The town to help save you.
We gotta save them.
I'll I'll save them later. We gotta save you now.
But you're a knight, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Then they said something about night touching door, and there was a handle here.
um all right. I'll walk up and touch the door with my shield hand.
And that's your gloved hand, right?
Yes.
Nothing.
Does it look
See,
like her
it
hand
doesn't
is-
open. I'll come back for them later. We gotta take you back up there now.
Does it look like her hand is stuck to the door?
Not really. It's kind of got a few fingers on it still. Like she was pushing with both hands, but
Okay.
she's moved them.
Let's go. We'll go see your dad. I'll come back for them. I
Make a
promise.
deception check.
Definitely deception.
Child.
Deception. All
I'll
right.
go ahead and throw it.
There we
No, it's
go.
persuasion. He'll come back later. Much later.
19.
You promise?
You bet.
Oh, they just sounded so lonely.
I'm sure they'll be fine. I'll come right back.
Okay.
Especially if they're in danger. I don't want you to get in danger.
Well, I could wait with Mr. Pebbles.
Maybe another time.
Well,
Either
if
way,
they're
we have to go back to your dad. Your dad is very worried. And yeah.
okay, all right. And she reaches up to take your hand, Berrith.
I'm going to take the gloved hand as I quickly switch my spear to the other hand and then grab with my right hand that is not gloved.
All right, yeah, you're holding the girl's hand. What are the rest of you guys doing?
So can I hear whispering on the other side of this door?
Are you pressing your ear to the door?
I'm just a little bit away from touching it. Yeah.
So you're a little bit away from touching it, and you can feel like a cold emanating off. It almost feels like it's like in the middle of the night kind of cold. And you do hear whispering.
Can I understand what they're saying?
You don't know what language this is, so you wouldn't even know how to try
I've
to.
already started walking out of the place already. As
All right,
is
one
as well.
one torch is
I am
left.
leading the pack with my shield.
I'm going to bring up the rear this time. I
So
guess.
I
I
am
As-
following. I'm following Berrith.
gotcha, Kara.
really want to touch the door.
I kind of do
like
as
against
well.
my better judgment, because
If
it's
you,
fascinating.
No,
if you want
I
to touch the
know,
door,
right?
I'm gonna pick my
And I'm 30
non-dominant
feet.
hand and just press my fingertips to the door.
are they gloved?
No.
So as you touch this door, it feels at first extremely cold. Then it kind of warms up a little bit to your touch. It's still cold, but it's almost like that comforting cold, like ice cream after a hot day.
I'm just gonna press my hand flat to it.
Yeah, you can almost. Where's the torch?
I'm standing
Other
next
hand.
to her.
Other hand, it's just up, smooth
Yeah.
stone. But it,
Like
it
that.
definitely feels different from the walls.
But there is an outline that this is a door.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm 60 feet away.
Gotcha. You are now up the stairs.
I'm gonna hand
You're heading up the stairs.
torch off to Baisan and go to one end and try and see if I can push it in at one end.
So yeah, so this thing is pretty big. It's about 40 feet across. So you go over to one end and you press your hand against it, and you can almost feel now that the torchlight is less, you can almost feel an engraving on the door.
Baisan, can you put that out?
Put out. Oh, the torch.
Yeah.
I'm going to dunk it in some water.
There's no water currently by your feet.
Spit on it.
Hey, Berrith, don't you think we should
I'm going
Wait
to
for
walk
her.
over to the stairs where there's water dripping.
So you walk over where they're heading up the stairs, and you kind of put the torch in, and it sizzles out. Now, Kara, you in complete darkness, these engravings, as you're running your hands across the stone, as the light is leaving, you can feel them almost coming to life under your hands, as if the stone's being pushed back, and hands are exploring.
Can I see if I can find a handle?
Yeah, so you're gonna make a investigation check at disadvantage because you're in the dark. and
Okay.
can't see.
Investigation. 12.
12. You after a few moments find the handle of the door, and we're gonna hop back to the 3 by the stairs. Well, 4 if you count the girl.
Person with the least hit points at the door.
Can I turn around and see if there's been any changes to the door?
You're too far. You're about 60 feet away. Oh, wait, your dark vision is 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's words on it, and the door is actually 2 big doors there, and so she's holding onto one of the handles, and there is a diamond shape with a long, slim, 3-pronged crown in the middle of it.
So a diamond shape with a long 3-pronged crown.
Crown, yes.
I'm going to approach as I pull out a piece of paper and draw as close as I can the symbol,
Gotcha.
just like a crude diagram of the door.
Damakos, Berrith, what are y'all doing?
Berrith,
I'm-
perhaps we should hold up for our
But- We
Padres.
got what we wanted. Why? What's the hold up?
No wonder he's the only one that ever comes back.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just I can see by Son, he's came over, doused a torch, and then is going back the way he came to the door.
fine. God, go. Let's go. Hurry up. I'm gonna
gonna
look
start-
down towards the
I'm gonna
girl
start-
and be like, I wouldn't normally tell you to do this, but go hang out with Mr. Pebbles for a minute. We'll be right back.
All right. And she starts rushing up the stairs to go hang out with Mr. Pebbles.
Oh God,
I'm gonna
why?
start going back to Bison. All right. Go back down the stairs.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm just walking towards this door, like trying to take in as much detail as I can.
So Damakos, you see very much the same thing. An unknown script that's like all over the door and the diamond shape with the three-pronged crown. A picture that I did not take a picture of. I will send it to you after the game because it's somewhere in my notes.
Yep. I'm making a drawing of it as best I can.
It
I
doesn't
am
look
heading
infernal.
over,
does it?
shield out with the light on it.
It does not look infernal. Oh,
Okay.
so you as the light from your shield touches the door, the engravings fade away. And the handle Kara, as the handle kind of melts back into the door.
I turn around and I look at them.
When I'm gonna just compare my drawing to the in the light.
It's not there. This is a
Oh yeah,
smooth black wall.
just what? Where did it?
Can I look at his notes?
Yes. You recognize this from the book. This is the sigil of the ancient castle. Like the ancient family that ruled that castle.
Where the markings go? And
Gods above.
As I go up,
There.
What is the hold up? We have what we wanted. We need to get out of here.
there's something here.
I-
Something interesting.
Doesn't matter. We can come back any other time. You can come back anytime you ever wanted. I got what I wanted. We need to leave before we die.
Hang on, just for one moment, Berrith.
Oh,
I don't just grab him by the shoulders and turn him around.
So you turn him around, and Damakos and Bison, you guys see the engravings like come back to life on the doors.
It's just like, look, do you see?
Oh
I'd say
my
to Berrith.
no.
fucking real.
This is a mystery.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some spell
like-
casting.
There's some
That's
sort of
fair.
sigil here.
How
All
much
cantrips.
fairy tale were y'all raised on?
What's a fairy tale?
That explains a lot. Okay. Uh,
Hold on 1 second. Damakos said he's going to do some spell casting. What are you doing?
Okay, well, it's very apparent probably by now that light is affecting this. Right? Like
Yes, I also want to mention that there is a dim amount of light coming from Bison's pinky where he tested
Oh, yeah.
the potion before.
yes.
Oh, good. I can draw from that.
First,
I can draw my pinky.
because he still has the torch currently, I want to use prestidigitation to try and clean the glowing goo stuff off of the shield.
You cannot.
Cannot. Awesome.
It's
Good news,
perfect.
I would not
That
be able to
case.
see.
I can see a handle now, right?
Yeah, there's the handles are the last thing to form. The first thing to form was the sigil, then all the words like stemming down, like on the right door from left to right, but on the left door from right to left.
So what are these tales of lesser fae?
Hold on one second. Domikos isn't done with the spellcasting, I don't think.
Ah,
Okay, so I'm going to extinguish the flame on the torch.
The sigils kind of like make themselves more pronounced, and you can see that like almost like the silvery light kind of fills the runes and the sigil, which now everyone can see except for Berrith, who's turned away from him.
I mean, I figure he can look behind him.
He can. Is
I'm
he?
not.
I
No.
didn't think so.
I'm just drawing as much of the sigils and small details as I can by pinky light.
So as you flash your pinky across the door, where the light goes, those sigils, runes, and lines fade away.
Oh, I mean,
like,
I'm holding it up to the paper so I can see what I'm drawing.
gotcha. Okay.
Domikos, do you know many fairy tales?
I mean, a little, but
Are y'all from here?
No, I'm not.
no, I'm not.
I mean, I know of tales about fairies.
Um,
I mean, I know a few fairy tales, but don't think I know this one.
there's one in particular that I read a lot when I was a kid, and it's all about this ancient civilization, kind of where it's supposed to be where the bladdered wastes are now, which means this probably isn't it, but uh, that's their sigil. That's like the royal like fucking symbol. And I really want to open this door. Like for once, I agree with what Basan and I are doing.
Say no more. I'm
I
gonna
want
reach.
to open this fucking door.
I'm gonna reach with my non-glowing pinky
Oh god.
to grab one of the handles.
All right, so both of you are holding onto the handles.
Yeah.
The handles go from almost stone to metal under your grasp.
Can I pull on it?
So you pull on it and it does nothing.
Is this a push door?
Yeah, so you click the handles down and push forwards, and you can hear like this, like almost ice cracking, and the doors push in, and the sigil stays there for a moment, and then fades away as stagnant air rushes out, and the nice, rich air rushes in, and you can see a beautiful red carpet leading up to what looks like a giant slab of marble, which has a small box about this big on top of it. And this is marble not from this area. This is white marble with like veins of gold running through it.
I'm gonna hold a hand in front of Kara before we move in.
And that reminds me, you both take
Oh,
2 points of poison.
Ouch.
Damage. I am rolling really fucking low for this.
Good.
poison.
I have 2 health left.
Berrith, you could turn around now, maybe.
No, I don't
Is,
feel
is
so
there
bad.
light coming from inside the, or is it still pitch black in there?
It is filled with like almost a silvery light.
Would I be able to see further than
Yes.
10 feet?
Yes, you also have the light spell all over your shield.
Yeah, true.
I want to see if he turns around with that thing, if it's gonna like all of this just disappears.
Yeah, I'll turn around.
And then he turns around and Everything stays the same.
Good. Wonderful. See? Adventure.
Oh no.
There is no more whispering.
This marble doesn't look like it's...
This doesn't
Naked.
seem trappy at all.
So are you guys walking up?
I'm not.
I will be walking up. And
Is
I'm going
anyone
to
else
pull out
joining?
a scimitar. My scimitar while I do so.
All right. Is anyone else joining him?
I am, but I kind of have to lean on him because I'm at 2 health.
So no one can heal her at all?
We don't have a cleric.
You don't have potions?
No.
I don't know what they do. I'm afraid of them.
Can I look through some
We're
of
also
the...
level 3. We didn't
like,
buy
make an
can't
arcana
buy
check?
potions.
Yeah, we
Like-
didn't
like-
buy any potions.
Can I
But I
like
can
do the...
4.
I'm going to... You know what? We have 4 potions.
Yep.
You know what one of them does? I have 5 fingers.
Actually, you have 3 potions left. He kind of used the rest of the light spell all over his shield.
I have 4 fingers, and there are 3 potions. Time to get to some multicolored work.
All right. So you test each of them. Like the sludge, this blue sludge, the tip of your finger disappears.
Oh.
Huh.
And then the green shimmer, like you stick your finger in and it kind of drips away and you feel a little bit better for a moment.
Ah.
And the silver, it's stuck to your finger.
Is
Yeah.
it literally glue?
Oh. Novel.
But yeah.
I think this might help you, I say, handing the green potion to...
But I literally was about to drink the silver one, and it might just be glue.
Cement.
That would have been
I
bad.
would've
Drinking a
died.
can of cement.
Kids, don't drink glue.
Don't drink glue, children.
Eat it. Don't drink it.
Eat glue either.
Sniff,
It's
guys, don't
basically
eat
the
it.
same
You
thing.
sniff it. All right.
Oh, that doesn't work with regular glue.
I don't know. I think D&D magic glue it might.
I'm gonna down the green potion then.
You down it. The rust that was appearing around your mouth is gone. You're no longer poisoned.
Oh, fun.
You still have 2 hit points.
I still have 2 hit points.
Don't get
But you're not poisoned.
I'm not poisoned, so I'm not gonna die immediately. Like just
Don't
walking
get
up
hit because we can't. help
fucking
you.
box. I have an armor class of 12. What do you want me
Don't
to
get
do?
hit or we can't help you.
Hide behind Berrith.
I mean, I am not going in that room, so good luck.
So you two are walking through. Domikos, are you joining or are you staying back with Berrith?
I'm like standing at the precipice of the doorway, like, hurry up. This definitely seems like a trap to me, but whatever.
Berrith,
I'm
become the
actually
hero
gonna-
for that little girl.
Yeah, I am, and I was doing that. Now we're doing extra things that don't involve anyone but weird magic
You
shadows.
said you need to save the people who are whispering in here, who were whispering in here.
Well, they're not here, because they're probably dead.
Can I make a perception check around the room to see if I like him?
Actually, because they're having this discussion, as you guys are walking up, you look around and you're seeing figures starting to form in like the slabs of onyx and marble that are just laid on either side of this room. Specters are forming and they're looking at the box. Or they're looking at the box, and that's when you notice that somebody in full knight suit of armor, regal plumage coming from their back and helmet is holding a ghostly version of that same box. He puts the box down on top of the marble, bows, and then they fade away.
Like I said, ghosts.
You guys didn't see it.
Okay, never mind.
They
I'm
did.
just still standing there,
So someone in
not entering the room.
Come on, Berrith, and I'm going to step in.
I'm like,
Step in.
gently like poking him. You saw that, right?
Oh, I did. This is a wonderful discovery.
I'm just gonna wait here and watch our backs. Hurry
Ah,
up.
there must be some form
I
of
don't want to be here
high
anymore.
society ranking. Yes. Very interesting. I'm going to walk over to the box.
Does this seem like a royal crypt?
Go ahead and make an insight check. Or investigation, whichever you'd prefer.
I mean, my investigation is better.
So,
Nope. 7.
7? I don't know. All these weird fucking ghosts. Who knows? Bison, so you look at the box, and it's an ornate fucking box. Like, this is top of the line. It looks like nothing has happened to degrade this box at all. There's a little gold inlay on a wood box. It has that seal smack dab on top of it, and a strange locking mechanism on the front.
Oh. I go to grab it, stop before my hands make contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I decide to bow in front of the box, similar to the feathered individual.
All right.
Before rising back up and reaching to pick up the box.
So as you were reaching out, you felt this sense of like urgency. And then after you bowed, the urgency was gone and you were able to pick up the box.
Squad, I think we might have found something neat. Say, looking back to the others, holding the box in my hand.
What? Are you
I
done
think-
yet?
Maybe.
Well, let's go then.
Is there others, like, there's statues and stuff in this room?
There is not.
Oh, those are just like slabs.
This room is completely bare. Like
Oh.
looking up, you can see some sort of silver crystals lining the top and like almost like beams across the very top, and that's what's giving off the light.
Oh.
There's nothing in this room. Some overturned slabs of marble, and this one, and the red carpet.
Ghosts still there or no?
No, they're no longer there.
Okay.
They faded away. Like you started to see it, and just as the knight with the plumage walked up, that's when he bowed and picked up the box, and they just disappeared.
As I'm walking out of the tomb with the box in hand, just humming to myself.
It doesn't have any writing on it, right? Not like the door.
You want to throw an investigation check on the box?
Sure.
I'm going to do another poison check using different
What's in the
dice.
box?
And that is going to be 4 damage.
Yeah. 16.
The 16, there's no writing that you can tell, at least recognize, but you do see that the lock, instead of like requiring a key, what it has is sort of like a sharp bit and then a slant leading into the box, where it almost looks like a funnel.
Huh. Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Storing that information.
I'm just breathing heavy as I'm walking. Just like the bad asthma.
What are you at?
4.
4?
Yep.
Twice as much as I have.
Are we going now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's go. I'm like speed walking.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I think I might have come down with something.
Oh, the more reason to get out of here, please.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
go.
of
Bye.
course, of course. I have this lovely thing to study when we get back.
So, you guys are heading up the stairs, And as you get to the very top, about another minute has passed.
Mhm.
It's more poison. That's 3 damage.
Oh, shit.
He's at 1.
I think we might lose your character tonight.
Oh, no.
It's fine. I have a backup.
Oh, that's good. So you guys, your companion, he's like holding onto this box, but he's like barely able to hold himself up. The rust is like running across his, like from his mouth, and it's starting to come from his eyes as well. And you guys get over to where Augur seems to be like, he has another pack, and he's looks like he's packing up. He slings it on his back, and the little girl holds onto his finger, and they start to leave the cave.
Where are you going?
Hello, Augur.
Oh, I didn't expect you to come back.
Yes, and I just start breaking into a coughing fit.
He turns around and you notice he doesn't have the medallion around his chest anymore. Like it's not hanging on his sternum.
Is it a girl?
Like, after a quick look, you see that it's on top of a rock, as well as like a rock scraping in, like left with a little. You don't look so good. How about you rest?
I just nod as I just like, I'm gonna set down the box.
He looks at the box and his face goes pale. He starts to back out of the doorway. Where'd you get that?
It's a door down there. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm coming down with something.
You shouldn't have that.
What do you mean?
Give the box to me. He holds out his hand.
Oh, hang on just a moment. We came here and we found a door and we opened it. I don't see what the big deal is. It's something interesting and new. And besides, where are you two heading?
Give me the box. I won't let her come back.
Who? As I just wipe the rust off and I just see how much there is. It's just like, oh, that can't be good.
Seeing that you're just covered in the rust, he's gonna reach for the box.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can. Make a dexterity check. Oh. What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Well, he got a 1. So
Oh!
you snatch the box out from under his clumsy fingers and kind of dance away a little bit. And he rises himself up. Looks at all of you. Looks at the little girl. You can see he's kind of weighing his options a little bit.
I'll look at the little girl. Where are you going?
Well, he said he was gonna. He said he was gonna take me on a trip to safe places.
And Berrith Hero is going to return you to your dad.
Well, he says that
Yep, that was me.
he said the whispers are bad and that the whispers are going to come and try and get me, but I don't think they're bad. They just were alone.
Box in my bag
All right.
so that we're not setting it down again.
You have an ornate, mysterious box.
Fun.
I'm just going to be like, Augur, you can't take that girl.
You'll never find the other piece anyway. He kind of pulls his hand away from the girl and stomps out of the cave.
I'm just gonna take a seat. Just like we just gonna look to the little girl and see. We talked it out.
Where's he going?
He's going to find a cave that has less whispers in it.
That's good.
Oh. I'm just doubled over at this point.
Yeah, you're about 30 in-game seconds.
Yeah. Just
There isn't
like
another
it's
green potion
time
around
to go.
anywhere, is there?
You can make a quick investigation check.
Sure, let's try this.
I will help with that.
You get advantage. Or you can roll your own.
What's your investigation?
+2.
I got +4.
So
Both of you. Yeah.
Roll green one for better luck. Okay. 19.
19?
Yeah.
You do not find another green potion.
Damocles, do you have any water on you? I'm feeling a little parched.
I do.
I'm just gonna take the water and attempt to drink some.
So you lift it up, and pour a little bit in your mouth. You know it's useless.
I know.
But as you look over at him to say thanks, you slump back. Life leans from your eyes as the rust comes fully over your face. Baisan has been the first casualty of this campaign.
It's episode fucking 2, y'all.
Down by some mold.
Uh,
I knew we were playing Tomb of Annihilation.
So
feel
you
bad.
guys see he kind of slumps forward and the water is starting to leak out of the canteen and the rust is just growing quicker, over his face, down his neck. It's coming out of under his nails.
I quickly grabbed my canteen before any get on there.
Yeah, you snatch it out.
Yeah.
Can I grab his notebook?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
We
snatch
pillage
it.
him.
No, he took important notes on
You
this shit. Gonna be covered in mold otherwise.
You quickly open his pack, pull out the notebook. Anything else you guys want to grab? Berrith, you want to grab one thing?
No. I am lost in thought at the moment as I'm
Quick,
Have
Baisan,
a good-
what was
switching
in your
out
pack?
gloves. I'm switching out gloves right now.
Gotcha. You can grab one more thing before the moss overtakes him.
Is your spell book different from your notebook?
3,
I grab a spell
2.
book.
He snaps the spell book out just as the moss overtakes it. And the very last thing to go is that beam of light from his pinky is swallowed up.
So symbolic.
And I think we can play for a little bit longer. What do you guys think?
I'm fine. It's only been 2 hours.
That's true. Whole other hour. Let's keep playing.
I mean, I don't know if you want to take a break quick if he has his
Yeah.
backup character ready.
Let's take a quick break as we set up that backup character.
There we go.
You my ally.
We're back.
Oh no, wait. I think I killed the chainsaw.
So, welcome back to FetchQuest. We lost one member to D&D tuberculosis, so that was fun. It's like a rust monster, but worse.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
it gets into your bloodstream where all the iron is, and that's why it works.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh no!
Ah,
All right. So, you guys are near this corpse. Think of, I don't know if any of you guys have played The Last of Us, but think clicker style, covered in russet moss. Yeah, beautiful image. So there's a silver medallion on a rock. The little girl is looking a little bit confused, but she's walked up to Berrith and is trying to hold his hand again.
Could you give me a moment, Miss, Kara? Could you take her for a moment? I just need a minute.
Sure. Come here, sweetheart.
I'm
I'm going to take her to the
moving
mouth.
away
of
from
the
the
cave.
body.
Yeah. So
Once
Kara,
all
honestly,
3 of them are out of range, like seeing range, I'm going to take off the glove.
all right, you take off the glove. You want to
I don't know if
describe
you
what your
wanna
hand
have-
looks like?
I don't know if you want to have them try for perception to see if they're actually noticing this or not, because this takes a minute.
Well, okay, so Kara is talking to you're talking to Kelly, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay, you're
trying to
talking to Kelly?
distract her from the dead body.
Kelly honestly doesn't seem too phased.
Oh, she works. in-
Domicos, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, probably looking around, just being sure to be away from the body of.
Sure, go ahead, make a perception check.
$15.
15? Oh yeah, you see this. You have dark vision.
I'm gonna make a perception check to make sure that see if I see him just seeing this. Nope, definitely not. Well, while I think they're both distracted, I'm taking off the glove.
Want to describe what your hand looks like?
My left hand looks like every sort of centimeter there's a small hole filled with sort of like a deep crevasse of like pus and ooze all over in different shapes and forms all over my left hand. I'm just gonna slyly sort of walk over to the body and I'm just gonna put my hand over about a foot off of it as ooze just sort of starts dripping out of it onto the body and slowly eating away at it. And that happens for about a minute before the body dissipates, and then the ooze gets sucked back up into the hand.
Yeah. Do you get like any? Would you get any poison damage?
Not as far as I know. It says you learn to dissolve bodies of the dead and learn from their lives. As an action, you stand next to a corpse, you produce an iridescent acid, consumes a corpse over a minute.
Oh, it's
After the
acid?
minute yes.
Okay, yeah. You're good then.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
after a
acid
minute
indicator.
passes, you collect the acid to gain the memories of the creature form from the last 48 hours of the creature's life, as well as any significant memories of the DM choosing.
Okay, I'm gonna. So you remember the past 2 days?
What I'm sort of trying to get out of this is he was very forthright and very easygoing and easy sort of to pick up things and go after things much easier. And I want to do that.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of get various things of. Essentially, you get his life goal was never give up. If something pushes back, push back harder.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to eventually slip over a glove back over my hand and act like nothing happened.
Demokos is gonna act like he didn't see a thing.
I need you both to make deception checks.
Sure.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Well, I didn't roll. She did not. The little girl did not see that.
Oh my god.
Oh God, what if she had?
Oh,
16.
Yeah.
24.
If either of you guys want to throw insight, or if you can beat that 24, because I know y'all's wisdom is just bad.
Uh,
I mean, I did
my
an 11
insight
win.
cannot beat that.
I threw an 11 insight, so probably not.
I can try.
I mean, you witnessed me doing this. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't need to incite me.
You deceiver, you.
No,
So you both
what I
are kinda
just
like-
saw did not happen. It didn't happen.
I thought
He's
you
too
were
forthright about it.
germaphobe.
So you guys are standing in the mouth of this cave. Oh, none of you went to get the silver medallion?
Oh, that's what I fucking forgot.
I wasn't gonna grab it, so it's up to you guys. If you wanna
Understandable.
grab that.
I will, if no one else is going to, because I was thinking about it over the break and then I got sad and I forgot.
So you
I'll-
walk back in. Are you? I assume you're actively trying not to look at the body,
Um,
or where you assume the body is.
I don't want to look at it. I'm probably gonna end up seeing it in my periphery.
So you kind of walk, and you're like going, "I don't see it. If I don't see it, it's not there." And you get to the silver medallion.
Is it like too big for me to carry?
No, it'll be large, but like you can still wear it.
Oh, okay.
It'll just be weird. It'll be almost like someone's wearing a oversized suit of armor.
Yeah, I'll kind of like messenger bag style this stupid thing so that it's not banging on my legs when I walk.
Gotcha. You messenger bag style, so it's sitting at your hip.
Okay, wait. I feel really bad for our poor moldy friend. I'm gonna turn around and see if I can light him on fire to get a funeral pyre from afar.
You turn around and he's gone.
Gus? Where the fuck is his body?
Well, what?
You fucking let me? Where the fuck is his body?
Sounds like it's time to go.
I turn around and I look directly at the spot where I know he laid down.
So you walk up to it?
Is there still mold left?
No.
No. I'm gonna like very cautiously like scoot over to it because I'm afraid of the mold still.
Hey, Gara, maybe we know how the whispers happen now. We should go.
I was not going to leave his goddamn body in this cave without some sort of funeral, and it's fucking gone.
That's what I'm saying.
What, you think the cave took him? There's nothing else in there.
Or maybe he went back into the cave. Isn't him.
I walk my ass down the stairs to go check. I'm not like... If he is, we can't just leave him walking the fuck around.
So you're just gonna search for him?
I'm fucking blind. I can't see in the dark.
You can't see shit.
I like get to the top of the stairs and I realize and I turn back around and I go back.
Yeah. All right. You look around, don't see him, turn back to the group.
I'm swearing the whole fucking way. I'm like, fuck you guys. Magic isn't this fucked up on my side of the river.
This isn't magic. This is just survival.
Kara doesn't know that. Kara doesn't know that he didn't actually get the fuck up and walk away as a mold creature.
Anyways, I think it's time to leave.
So you guys are heading back?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am leading the way.
Well, for once, he's in the front.
All right, so go ahead, make, since you're leading, go ahead and make a survival, nature, any skill check to try and get yourselves back to civilization without running into more chain sources.
I am gonna do survival. Trying to follow the quickest path back as I can. That's a 20, heathens.
Yeah, you guys make it back. You find your old previous footsteps. You even stop and wait for a pack of chain sauruses to kind of make their way across the trail. And at about a few hours past nightfall, you make it to Becker's cottage.
I'm gonna go up and knock on the door with daughter in hand.
He opens the door. Hey, Kelly! And he picks her up, gives her a big hug. Hey, Berrith, come on in. You guys want to rest for the night?
Sure do.
All right, well, Berrith, you can take my bed because, well, you're the hero and all. And y'all folks, I got some nice chairs. I'm sorry, this really isn't much more than a two-person, or well, three-person if my wife was still alive, two-bedroom house.
I've got a bedroll, but thank you.
Of course, yeah. There should be some forage still in the pot if y'all need some food. And feel free to get yourself some water.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. I'm just sort of rushing in for food.
Yeah, so you guys go in, eat, drink, get yourselves ready for bed.
I find myself a spot in a corner.
I'm also critiquing this food very heavily.
You're critiquing this poor farmer's food?
Yes.
Oh, fuck it. All right.
I mean, I'm giving him tips.
He's just amazed that. All right. So first of all, the food it's all right. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's more of a bland kind of this is gonna fill you up, and you're just gonna eat it.
It's just like meat stock and potatoes and stuff inside of it, right?
Pretty much.
Well, you see, if you were to use some ginger in this, it would help a lot. I'm sure you have some in your fields. Any sort of salt, iron you can find that you can mix up and it'll add more spice to it. Peppers from local fauna and flora are very, very good. That could also help. You gotta add a little bit more vegetable area to this, not just potatoes. It blands everything out.
All right. Wasn't there one more of you?
Right.
Kara immediately bursts into tears in the corner.
Shoot! Was it that thing that's been eating my cows?
No. But we did get rid of that.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to upset y'all, so let me see if I can find something to pay y'all with. Kelly is in
don't
bed
worry.
asleep.
Don't worry about it. It's at least for me. I don't need it. It's fine.
Such a hero.
You got it.
Oh, what about the two of you? I'm sorry, I don't have much.
No, it's fine.
I vigorously shake my head and like try to wipe all of the tears and the snot off.
All right, I'm just gonna go to bed then. Go ahead, do me a favor, put out the fire because there's a fire underneath the pot of porridge. Like he restarted it up when you guys came in to like warm up the food for y'all. Put out the fire before you go to bed. All right.
Of course.
Have a good night. He walks into his room and shuts the door. Or he walks into Kelly's room and shuts the door.
I'll get on that. Put out the fire and go take his room.
All right. So, nighttime. What are y'all doing? Going to bed?
I'll try my best.
I wrap my bedroll around myself like a very sad burrito. And I'm gonna sit in the corner and just like think until I fall asleep.
All right. Horrified nightmares and definitely in one. What about you, Damikos?
I think he would reflect on everything he learned and saw,
You didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
especially about one particular party member.
No, I don't know what you're talking
All right.
But go to sleep. Really.
So, Kara, how far away is the box from you? Like, you still have it in your possession, yeah?
I do. I don't leave my bag out of arm's reach when I travel. Because that's where my dagger is.
Well, you dropped your dagger.
Oh, I have two. I
Okay,
dropped
perfect.
one. Yeah.
So, you have a dream where you're hearing the whisper, like the same language that the whispers were in, but they're being spoken. And by a variety of different voices, different tongues. You're seeing elves, you're seeing dwarves, you're even seeing drow all together in a court. And trumpets go off, and all of a sudden the language translates itself. You're at a royal court, and everyone's waiting for the Arkmere to come out. And you, by dream logic, know that the Arkmere is the leader. And so eventually a figure you see the same figure with the high plumage come out with a sword that's covered in blood. And it's on a velvet pillow. And they say, we've been betrayed. And everyone wakes up.
I'm gonna wake up with my one hand deeply embedded in this, I assume, like hay bed that is burned
Yeah.
away slightly. And I'm gonna
I-
quickly put a glove on it.
I startle awake and I grab my dagger out of my bag. Where the fuck am I?
Takes you a few moments, but you do recognize Becker's home.
Is Demiko still asleep? Or is he awake now? Did he see me jump up and grab my dagger?
Did you,
He's
Domicos?
probably waking up after that.
I put it away before he wakes up.
You all right? Kelly was definitely like playing with Flopsy, her bone doll, in the living room.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's nothing.
Okay. So what y'all gonna do today? More adventures?
I don't know who we check in about what we do next. I look upstairs, like
Well, I'm sure
The
one
There's no upstairs. It's
oh, is it just
floor.
flat?
Yeah.
I look down the hall to where I assume Berrith is, and I kind of like, no doubt the hero knows something.
Yeah, Berrith's real smart.
I'm gonna sit down by her and I go, how much do you know about Berrith? Like, how long has he been here?
Oh, he's been here forever. Yeah, he saved us. He saved us from a bunch of them terrorist elves that tried to destroy the town. Yeah, they killed a whole lot of good men, but Berrith managed to save the town and was the survivor.
Huh. Do I understand what she would be talking about by terrorist elves?
Make, I don't know, fucking history check.
I'm not fucking from this continent, you guys.
Yeah, so make that history check with disadvantage.
I mean, Damagos is proficient in history.
Oh,
I'm guessing
Grand
he'd be
total?
overhearing all this. But
7.
What'd you get?
I got a grand total of 7 because I rolled a 1.
7? Nah. But Damikos, you are overhearing this.
yeah.
And you've traveled through this region before, so yeah, you can make a regular history check.
Okay. Nope.
What'd you get?
1 plus 4.
Oh my god.
God. Too early in the morning for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys
I'm like, what?
how many ones have been rolled tonight? I know I've rolled a few, but like
I think I have a total of 2 or 3.
God,
it makes sense for me to roll one since I rolled.
I think my dice are
above
mad
15
because I
all
didn't
last
buy a
session.
new character set.
All right, Berrith, you coming out to join everyone, or are you gonna burn down the bed some more?
I mean, I'm covering up my mess as best as possible, and then I'm leaving.
Make a survival check.
Sure. Whole 9.
9. You start like moving hay from one part of the bed over to this one, and you go, that looks good. Maybe he won't notice.
All right.
All right, so you go out and join the rest of the group. You see her, Kelly, playing with a little bone doll she calls Flopsy. Becker's nowhere to be seen. Presumably, he's out doing actual farm work.
Well, it was great meeting you all, but I've got something to do. And with no response, I'm going to start walking out the door.
Kelly gives you a wave as you leave. No response from you guys?
I actually kind of want to know what the fuck the terrorist elves are about, so I'm gonna follow him.
I'm
I'll
just going to the
follow
inn
Berrith.
because I don't know what I have to do.
So you guys all kind of give your awkward goodbye to Kelly and head back to the inn. It is a little bit of a journey. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning when you get to the inn. And it is it's closed.
No. Start knocking on the door.
The door kind of creaks open. Like, wait a second. You see Matilda. What are you doing? What?
It's. Are you normally open at this time?
Oh, Berrith. Give us an hour, all right? We're getting everything ready.
Oh, all right.
All right. She's gonna shut the door.
I'm going to slap him a couple times on the apparently injured, badly armored shoulder. Be like, the little girl told me something about terrorist elves. What's that about?
Yeah, they're all over the place. They don't really like us here, and then they attack. But I stopped them. Yep.
Insight check?
Make a deception check.
That's a 1.
Oh my god. What is that? What's that total though?
4.
4?
9.
9? This man is hiding something. You're not sure what, but he's hiding something. And I also want to mention that Berrith, your shield is still glowing.
Just as that permanently
I've
now.
had it on my back. It's just a giant beacon at whatever's
Yeah.
behind me.
Pretty much.
Like, where's Berrith?
Was it that fucking lighthouse? Oh man. All right. So with that, I do think we are going to go ahead and end this session.
All right.
Because I am falling asleep a little bit.
On the deception.
All right. So thank you very much for tuning into episode 2 of FetchQuest. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Nightmares, apparently.
We bid farewell to Bison, but look forward to his replacement.
He lives on inside.
He does.
He's fucking soup somewhere.
He's
inside
soup
me.
inside of
Oh.
Berrith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly.
What
where
is
he is.
Berrith? Literally.
Maybe in all of y'all's hearts, but he's in Berrith's brain.
I'm glad
Literally
Tara did
inside.
not see that.
All right. So thank you so much, guys.